G'day all you music lovers and creators. Welcome to my 4-part series on my full raw uncut process of how I make and perform beats in Ableton. The beat that I created in this tutorial is called Moonfields and has now been released as a full track on my debut EP Earth Arcadia, which came out in November of last year, and it's available on all streaming platforms. And usually all of my singles that I release start out with a 1-minute beat idea, just like this one. So you're going to get to see the humble beginnings of my track, Moonfields, and how I came up with this beat idea. And I'm going to take you through my full process from how I produce my beats to how I arrange and mix, along with how I perform my beats for beat videos on social media, and also how I edit my beat videos. So just a quick overview on this series. This series is all about showing you my process, how I do it, and how I make and perform beats. So you're going to be like a little fly on the wall. So in part 1, it's going to be all about music production, how I produce my beats. Part 2 is going to be all about how I arrange and mix my beats. Part 3 is going to be about how I perform my beats to use in beat videos for social media. And part 4 is going to be how I edit my beat videos for social media. So you're going to get the whole experience from music production right through to editing a beat video. And in this video, which is part 1, the music production stage, I'm going to show you my full raw uncut process of how I produced this beat from the instruments and sounds that I used, and how I composed the chords, the melody, the drums, and the bass line, which are the 4 elements and fundamentals of beat making that I spoke about and taught in my tutorial on how to make a simple beat in Ableton Live 11 for music producers or people who want to learn music production but have absolutely no experience. So if you are a complete beginner and you have no experience in music production or beat making, I highly recommend to check out that video first, because if you watch that video first and then come back to this one, this video is going to make so much more sense. Cha-ching. And the reason for this is because this video is not a thorough step-by-step guide. It is simply just showing you my process on how I do it. So I won't be explaining every little step. But if you watch the other video first, the one that's for those who have absolutely no experience in beat making or music production, then everything that I do in this video is going to make much more sense. You're not going to be confused or lost at what I'm doing. But of course, if you have specific questions about what I'm doing, you can always leave a comment in the video and I'll do my best to get back to you. Also, if you would like a copy of this Ableton project, you can download it from either my Patreon or my Ko-Fi store, which both of those platforms are also free to join. And if you would like a copy of my EP and to hear the final result of my track Moonfields, you can get yourself a copy from my Bandcamp by entering $0 at the checkout. Or if you would like to express your gratitude in the form of a donation, you can do so as well. So if either of those tickle your fancy, head to the links in the description and go for gold. Otherwise, pull up a posse and get comfy, because we're going to get into this video right now. I'm going to share my process on how I created this beat in Ableton Live. All right, well, let's get into it. So first up, what I usually do when I'm making a beat video is I create the beat in Ableton, and I actually usually will come up with about 3 or 4 layers as a baseline to lay the foundation. So that's usually going to be chords, melody, drums, and bass. So let's get into coming up with some chords. So I'm just going to start off with actually renaming all my tracks. And actually want to create a couple more MIDI tracks, because they'll probably be all MIDI, not audio. Remember, this is electronic music. We're making some beats and we're going to be filming it, and we're going to be performing it on a MIDI controller. So that's just what you can do to start out with your beat, is just go through and just create a foundation to begin with. And then you can, once the foundation has been laid, you can always go back and add in or take out elements to make the track more interesting. So the actual sound that I'm going to use for today's beat, well, for the actual chords that I'm going to create is a Serum preset. And it's called Future Saw Chords. Well, that's what I've called it, but it's really just a preset that I got in a pack. I don't remember what pack I got it in, but we're going to create some chords. Now, the only thing that I have in mind for this beat is the chords. I have absolutely no idea what else I'm going to do with this beat. I have no idea of what other sounds I'm going to choose, but I will just say straight up that I have messed around with this chord progression and this particular sound. So it's something that I had preconceived, but that's really the only element. So the rest of it, like my drums, my melody and bass, is all going to be fresh, and I don't know what sounds I'm going to use for that. So what I usually do is create my clips, and I usually will have my clips at around 4 bars in length. And you can just go through and create all the clips straight up for each of the different layers that we're going to be creating. There's actually many ways to go about doing this, so there's not one way. Find a workflow that suits you. I like to be a little bit methodical and organized, so it's always great to go through and just organize your session before you start. All right, so I'm going to set the tempo at 124. And we're going to just have a play around to begin with and get a feel and a vibe for the tempo, and then we'll record it in. It would help if we put the metronome on. I went too far. I forgot that we're only 4 bars, not 8 bars. But yeah, I'll do that one again just to warm up a little bit. Yeah, that was a bit rough. Let's try it again. All right, that's it. We're going to just tidy up these notes and make them all the same length. And actually, let's quantize it. So Command A, Command U will usually quantize everything. And then you can just go through and fix up any of the notes. It's been a while since I've made a beat video, and I've never actually recorded my process before, so this is the first time as well for recording this process. That seems to be slightly out of time, coming in too soon. What's that extra note? Just make this a bit shorter. All right, I like it. So we'll leave that there for now with the chords. Now we're going to create some drums. So I'm going to go through and choose a drum rack. And we're going to choose some sounds. Drums. Let's look for a kick. I'm not going to be too fussy with my drums because I can always change it later on if I want to. I'll try not to be fussy. Can't promise anything though. Let's look for a house kick. Nothing came up in my sounds. All right, let's scroll down a bit. Tropical trap. Really haven't found one that I like yet. I'm going to try this one for now. Just to choose something, you know. I don't want to be here forever choosing a kick. Let's just go with that one. Okay, snare. So the main elements you want of your drum kit obviously will be a kick, snare, and hats. And then you can add other different types of percussion if you want to as well. But they're the three main elements. Sometimes you may not even want hats either. You might just want to keep it with a snare, kick and snare. I like that one. I don't know how well it'll sound with this particular beat, but let's have a listen. Okay. Can hardly hear that. That's crazy. And you see how on this waveform, there's no headroom. I like to bring it down a bit and then turn it up. Let's say if you didn't bring it down and you kept it there and you turn it all the way up. It doesn't take long before it starts to distort. Even that's distorting a little bit the more harder I hit it. So I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Just helps to avoid clipping on your plug-in here. So as you can hear, you can't really hear the kick and snare. So we're going to bring down these chords because they're way too loud. So I'm going to go with like maybe a halftime feel for now, but what I'll do is I'll just choose a few more different like percussive sounds, I reckon. Snaps are always nice. A little bit of a shaker hit. I don't know if I'll use a shaker, but never know. That's surprisingly okay. It doesn't, it's, kind of works. So I'll leave it in there. I don't know if I'll use it, but why not just throw in a few different things? Ooh, that sounds cool. That sounds cool, eh? It's a really cool loop. And that's, something you can consider when making beats is you can start out with a pre-made loop just to get your inspiration and go from there and build everything around that. There's no one set way of making beats. It is a very creative and intuitive process that you apply techniques. Yes, of course you will apply techniques, but in terms of the process, it's really down to how you would like to do it and also the way that you are particularly inspired when making beats. Are you inspired by using other samples and getting your ideas flowing from that? Or do you like to start out with just chords like I did? There's all sorts of different ways to do it. I really like that loop. I don't know what is it? It's actually in the key of C sharp minor. I'm just looking for a couple more like percussive sounds. Wonder what a bongo sounds like. And with the low one there. Come back to me. Yeah, I don't know. I'll leave them there. Well, I haven't used bongos for a while. Lots of snaps. Sorry, I said I was only going to look for 2 more, but now I've chosen some bongos. I'm like going to have 2 more for a backup in case I don't use the bongos. Percussion. They're all shakers. We definitely don't want any of that. I might just go with a few more snaps. All right, I lied. I'm getting 3 more. What's this one? All right, so don't forget to yes, make sure that you are right on that transient of where the attack happens, so that you know you can actually trigger the sample. I like that little rhythm that I played. See how it's not really on that transient? Just giving myself a little bit of volume on some of these. Hey, what's happening with this one? It's weird. Doesn't trigger that well. Okay. Let's see what we can play with on this and maybe record in some drums. Can't hear that one. That ain't doing shit down there. Can't hear this one either. Let's turn down the gain on that. Okay. Maybe it's a bit too loud, that one. All right, we're just going to record something like that just to get it down, and then we can always go back and change things, refine things, make things better. But the most important thing is just to keep progressing through the track and then refine it. So here we go. Let's record this one. I can tell I was off on that one, so I'm just going to undo that. All right, that'll do for now. Let's quantize that. And see how that note there, when I quantized it, just was slightly off, so I'm just moving it back. So yeah, with these notes, if you are new to Ableton, to move them around, you can just use your arrow keys on your keyboard. And that's a lot quicker than just, getting your mouse and like moving it like that. Just use your arrows on your keyboard by highlighting the note and then choosing left or right, up or down. You can go up as well. Cool. All right, so that's the drums. Now the fun part comes along and we choose a melody, and I'm probably going to use some vocal sample for this one, the good old vocal sample. We love the vocal sample. Okay. It's okay, simpler. So I'm going to use the simpler for my melody, and I'm going to go through and choose a vocal sample. Oh yeah, come back, Splice. Ah, good old vocal samples. When choosing my vocal samples from Splice, I like to have the beat playing in the background. While it's playing, I then go to Splice and I just play through some vocal samples and see which one kind of sounds nice with the beat, and then decide on how I want to chop it up from there. That one could work if you chopped it up maybe a bit and played around with it. That one might work, but we'll see. I don't know. Oh, that's too high. Let's try it. Let's slice it up and... Well, I'm already loving that, so we're going to try and use some of that. And we'll turn up the reverb and let's give it some delay. I have not made a beat in so long. I'm excited. Holy Moses, there's a little bit too much feedback. Could be a little bit too much, and we'll see how we go, because there's a little bit. Oh, there's the reverb on there. Actually, the reverb that I really like to use is actually plugins. Oh yeah, but actually what we'll do is let's go and insert a return track. Put it over there. And then let's go with another one. And let's put it over there. At least you have to have that up though. And then Valhalla. Holla. Yeah, so we want to decay up a little bit more. So let's try that with C. And then we go with D for the delay. So let's feed that through. It's a bit sticky. Doesn't trigger straight away, but let's have a go. Okay, so what we have is a little bit too much delay going on. So let's bring it back. Let's bring that back and let's turn it down a little bit. I just want to see if there's any other like cool notes to play. That was a lot of fun. I could probably just keep playing, but let's... Okay, cool. So basically what I did there was just press this little like kind of square here to capture the recording. And so I don't mind that as idea number one, you know, and you don't have to settle just on the one idea. You could do a few of these to see which ones you will like the most, you know? So... Cool. And then, so I'm going to delete that because, yeah, I want to go again just to experiment around with something a little bit different. Well, it's not going to be that much different, but, you know, just a little bit of a variation. That one sounds pretty cool as well. So let's... This is, oh yeah, so let's try it. All right. right, let's go for another round. Just want to All right, let's capture that and get the ending of that. Cool. Just create another MIDI clip and I'll paste that in there. It's not really on time, is it? Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind that kind of like syncopated thing happening. Let's just hear what this is doing. I don't mind the beginning of this either, so I'm going to grab that. Yeah, I really like that too. That combination is really cool. So let's put in an empty MIDI clip. Lucky I didn't delete that because I was actually just going to delete it. But lucky I didn't. That's too cool. That is just too cool. Okay, where was that playing from though? No. Where was it? Okay, so we need to copy it from here. Let's go there, go back here, just delete that. Put my cursor there, and let's try it again. See, it's got the double kind of like note here. Let's see if we take it somewhere else. That sounded really cool. I like that note. What's that note? Hey, nothing is up. Yes, don't forget to turn on your... where is it gone? Ableton Live 11. There it is. False alarm, folks, false alarm. That's a cool note. That is just too cool. All right, let's quantize that. That's just too cool. Oh, yeah. Just give me a second. Just wanted my camera to stop recording. But anyway, let's play this so we can see what it's doing on the push. Oh yeah, I like that. That is epic because the melody kind of builds all these vocal samples because you're starting out as like dun, 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 dun. You know, it's like a couple of notes, and then by the end, it's like just bouncing all over the place. Now the trick is gonna be like having to remember how to play that when you actually perform like the beat video and film the beat video. But anyway, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to actually move these down below that. Let's take that back up. I should have just moved all of them at the same time. But anyway, move them up there. I'm gonna turn those off, and that's gonna be our melody. And yeah, I don't know. I might make another melody as well, like a counter melody to go with it. So yeah, let's well, actually, before I do that, let's get in some bass because, you know, at least complete the foundation. Like I said, I'm getting excited and I'm wanting to jump ahead and put in like all this other stuff when I haven't actually laid my foundation. All right, so let's try a bass sound. What about like an 808-ish bass? Let's see what we have, eh? Okay, so we want... So in terms of my chords, we have G, G, B, D, B, G, B, D, B. Okay, my theory sucks, so I'm going to grab my keyboard and figure out what chord that is. We have the Launch Key Mini. It comes in handy when you want to figure out your chords. So we had G, B, G, B, D, B, G, B, D, and then a B up, and like another octave. Okay, so the chord is, to me, seems like a G major. G major. So G. All right, and then we have the next chord, A, C, E, C. A, C, E. Okay, so we go from a G to an A, F, A, F, A, C. Then so G, A, F, G, A, F. My chords are G major, A minor, to F major. All right, cool. So this is in the key of C. So we've got C, D, G, C, D, E, F, G, A. So it's probably a bit too low. So C, D, E, F. So it's G, A, F. I don't know what this bass sound is going to sound like, but let's give it a go. Whoops, wrong way. Bass is not my strong point. I don't know if this sound is working, but I just want to keep exploring this idea and see if I can make it work. Okay, I'm not sure if that works, but let's capture that. I don't know. Just editing it, seeing if I could improve it a little bit. Okay, well, it works for now. I don't know if I'll keep it or change it. I might come up with another idea with a completely different bass sound, but for now I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to now start adding in some extra kind of sounds and maybe an extra melody. So let's go and duplicate that one. Delete that. Let's call it melody 2. Melody 2, melody 2. I don't know what I'm going to use with this, but we're going to go to Splice as per usual. And see what we have. Sorry about that. Shouldn't be on my phone in the middle of making a beat video. Okay, let's play the beat. Okay, hold up. We need to turn some things down because we are overblowing here, the meter. Ooh, we have the CPU getting maxed out here. Crazy. You're so crazy. So crazy. Dang it. I want kind of like a nice long legato vocal, because everything is so kind of like staccato-y and syncopated right now. Let's just turn that splice.
I can feel it that you want me to.
I don't know why I clicked on that because it's all C minor. Come on. Just looking for something.
Ooh, let me give you all my love. Told all my friends about you. How would you feel about that? Is it too much for now? Ooh, let me give you all my love. You hear the sound, hear the sound. You hear, yeah.
No F minor in this key. Okay, come on. No, we don't have G minor in this one.
You make me smile when the dark sets in. Gone for a while, then you pull me back in. You got to take a hold of your life, make it pour.
I mean, that one, nice and elongated, but I've kind of used that vocal sample before.
Hey, shh, oh, hey, don't love.
Well, look, we can always recycle. I could be here for a while. Let's just try this one, see if I can make it kind of sound a little bit different. Oh, whoops. I want to bring it on this track. Sounds a little bit too depressing for this cool song, so maybe I will try maybe a flute, like a whistle. No, flute. Yeah, tropical flute. Or a different one. It's a bit too... I want like a whistle flute. Here we go. I kind of like it down in that octave. Oh, whoops. I'm playing the bass. Kind of almost have it. That's it. I like that. Let's capture that. Let's copy that into a new MIDI clip. Change it to 4 bars. Whoops. And, oh, it's got to be 8. My bad. It's 8 bars. That's weird. Okay, I just wanted this, please. Command C. It's cute. It's cute. I am just trying to, I guess, fine tune the timing of some of these notes over here. So. I might just lengthen this out so it kind of like slides. Okay, I like that. I'm liking how this is sounding. Now, I just want another vocal like instrument in there. Like I feel like I would like to just kind of really bring out some vocal. Let's see if we have something that I could just recycle. Nah, not that one. No. No, no, no. Nah, that flute, yeah, I guess if I'm going to put in another vocal sample, I need another kind of like staccato-y. Actually, what I can do is duplicate this and bring in one of those other kind of ideas that I had. I don't know which one it was. We'll delete that. Let's hear. No. Yeah, none of those. Let's see if I can just like create kind of like another melody to go over that one. Nah, we want a completely different vocal sample. We do. We absolutely do. computer is freaking out. I have too many things open. Let me check. I quit some of these things. Not Splice. No. But we can quit the notes. And we can quit the Word. Photoshop. No need for Photoshop right now. All of this can be quit. Okay, just using what I need. Let's go. I want to try messing around with that one. It's a little bit crazy, but look, let's give it a go. You never know if you never go. Okay. Oops. Hang on. Did I mess around with that? My bad. It's supposed to go here. I like it. Let's capture that. Nah. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Oh, give me 1 second. Wowzers. I hate the Canon M50. My gosh, what a waste of money it was. It stops recording after 30 minutes. Like it. So I really enjoy that. Now, what I'm gonna do is maybe give it some more reverb. Maybe it's a little bit too much reverb, but I like it. I kind of like it. Look, I think I've got enough. And the more I've listened to this track, the more I think the bass is not too bad. It's not too bad. Like, I think it works. And then we can always turn that up over here, I think. Are you going to give me more volume? Oh, that's right. We're not going through the Fireface. We're not going through there. But let's turn it up over here on my mixer. Let's bring it back. So basically I was just giving it like a basic kind of mix in terms of the gain structure. So I'm not really touching any of the effects or like adding in some EQ or compression yet. I'll do that in the final stages after I've filmed the beat video. I want to kind of keep it raw for when I'm filming the beat video without too much mixing going on, but just give it like a general balance of how I want to hear it. So what I did then was like basically I pulled everything down to at least get it like around -6, -12. And then from there kind of just individually adjusted some volume levels. So basically what I'm aiming for is more the kick and the bass to like push through and have everything kind of sitting around that. So making sure the chords are heard and the melodies are also heard as well. So what we have here is how it sounds for now. So I've got that like this melody here actually. So this is actually going to be called melody 2. Well, let's call it Vox melody 1 and rename this to Vox melody 2, and this will be flute melody. Obviously when I go to mix it, we're going to give everything space, and we're going to give all the sounds their own space within the mix in terms of panning and things like that to widen out the stereo field. But for now, this is all that we're going to do on this beat. It's just a basic kind of gain structure balance, and I'm pretty much happy with this beat. I'm not going to add anything else to it now. This is ready to go, ready to film, and that's all you really need to do for your beat videos. You don't want like millions of layers when you're doing a beat video. You want at a minimum 4. Like you could even do it with 2 layers. It depends on you, depends on what you want to make, but at a minimum 4 for me, it's drums, chords, melody, and bass, and then you add in some extras on top of that if you want to. So for me, I have 6 layers only, and really you could still call it 4 because 3 of those layers are melodies kind of like working with each other just to add kind of like volume and interest and variation and to spice things up a bit. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to save this. So file, collect all, and save. And I'm going to save it onto my hard drive. So we're working from this hard drive, and we're going to do Source Records, Electronics, Beats, and let's go with I guess, what was the last number for my beat video? Records, electronics, beats. D. Nothing. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, so let's call this beat number 1 for like 2022, I suppose. 01 beat number 1. And we'll save it there. So just doing a collect all and save, folks. Okay, let's put this one up here and turn it off. All right, so that's it. I'm going to basically end it there. So just to summarize what I did, I created a new beat in Ableton by creating my different layers, including chords, drums, melody, and bass. I then went through and added in some counter melodies and some extra layers to kind of break up that staccato syncopated feel that was there, using a flute melody with nice long legato notes. So what you do is you create all of your layers and your tracks in Ableton using clips. I like to use 4 bars for my clips. Sometimes there'll be 8 bars, but usually I use 4-bar clips, and I create all my different parts. Now, the reason why I create it here in this session, or in session view, should I say, is because the parts are already in clips ready now to perform. So when I go to perform this video, I just have to practice the different parts in the clips and practice the transitions on my MIDI controller going from track to track. So for this particular beat video, I'm going to be creating the beat video or performing the beat video using the Push 2. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have learned something. I hope that you are inspired on your music making journey. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll do my best to get back to you. Again, if you would like a copy of this Ableton project, head to my Patreon or Ko-Fi, and also grab yourself a copy of the EP. You can get it for free from my Bandcamp, or again, if you have the means to and you'd like to donate, you can do so as well. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Electronics and I'll see you in the next video.